Welcome, my friends, to another adventure. And today, it takes us to South Bend, Indiana. We're not far from the South Bend International Airport. We're not far from Notre Dame. As a matter of fact, we're not far from a major highway, US 31. Where are we today? Well, let's just swing around, and this place has fossils, has candy, offers a burger or two, some drinks, but most of all, it offers dinosaurs. And that is where we're at. The brand new Indiana Dinosaur Museum in South Bend, Indiana, which opened up in July. We're here on a Monday. The lot is almost full already. Great turnout. And we're going to go in and we're going to see what this is all about. Not only will we visit the Dinosaur Museum part of it, we're also going to visit the South Bend Chocolate Factory. We're going to take a walk to go check out. They have buffalo, the overlook of Notre Dame you can see in the South Bend International Airport. And we're going to swing the camera. We won't be able to go in, but there is a place to eat here called the South Bend Public House, which is right over here. If we turn around, and there it is. And you can eat here. They have basically sandwiches, burgers, things like that. They do have alcohol and live music as well. So sit back, enjoy, and let's go check out the Indiana Dinosaur Museum.
Come along with me as we discover the prehistoric past. Highlights of your day will include visiting the Turner Quarry, where we dug up over 1,000 bones from the Jurassic period. Also, you'll be able to walk through a petrified forest and dig up fossils in the actual dirt. Or maybe you can end your day holding 400 million years of evolution in your very hands. The story of life doesn't end at the museum doors. Step outside and you'll see that dinosaurs are still alive. They didn't go extinct, they just adapted. All the birds around you are distant relatives of dinosaurs. If you have time, explore a 90-acre park where you can see buffalo, deer, turkeys, and experience the Continental Divide. By your visit's end, I hope you'll understand more about life and your amazing part in the greatest story ever told.
The greatest story ever told, indeed. Be inspired. Go out and explore. Change the world. We certainly need you to save it. You don't want to end up extinct, do you? Like a dinosaur.
So part of the museum has this, which I thought was pretty cool. This is part of a tree. Sad part is they've got the spotlight on it, so it's not going to come in very well here. But as we all know, counting the rings on a tree will tell you how old the tree is. Check this tree. All right, for example, can you see this? Right here, okay? 4 BC, birth of Christ. Then down here, 220 AD. We move over. You have 400 AD. Come over here, 800 AD. 1096 AD for the first Crusades. 1347. 1492 when Columbus arrives here in America. In 1665, the England Great Plague. And up here, if I can get it up here quick, high enough for you guys. As you see, 1776 AD. You also have 1861 with the Civil War. And finally, in 1952, the tree was cut down. Let's go into the Jurassic Park. Believe it or not, this is some props from the movie. And here in our area, the South Bend area, the gentleman that has this is Don. He is from New Carlisle, and this is just a small portion of his collection that he has. You will see Don driving around our area here in Northwest Indiana in a yellow Jeep, and he's got the Jurassic Park logo on it as on each side of the door, both driver's side and passenger side. So this is some of the things that he has here. As you can see, some of these items here in this display case come from movie props from Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and Jurassic World Dominion. not only in that case, but also props in this case as well he has. Pretty wild, huh? And then the guard here, this is from the opening scene of Jurassic Park. The containment guard, the M16 rifle, yeah, from the movie. A couple more display cases here that they have. Also, some of the guns that they use. These are all props, keep in mind. These are all props. And he has loaned them to the Indiana Dinosaur Museum, which is pretty cool of him to do so. And if you're ever in Northwest Indiana, around the South Bend area, and you happen to see that on the side of the door of a Jeep, that's Don. All right, also walking around, got a couple of things on T-Rexes here. Obviously, you've got the bones here on this one that they have here in the center in display. And you come up here. I mean, look at the jaw on the teeth on that thing. Man, that is unbelievable, right? I think it is. Looking at the first T-Rex skeleton, and if you've looked at our videos in the past, you'll see that we've seen Sue over at the Field Museum in Chicago, which is pretty cool. But the first T-Rex skeleton was discovered in 1902 in Hell Creek, Montana. I did not know that. Of course, T-Rex has an oversized head with forward-facing eyes, huge muscular jaws, robust teeth, and a powerful tail, and of course, the tiny arms. And that's where we kid Debbie, my wife. She'll say, my T-Rex arms. So what's offered here? Well, I thought it was going to be a much bigger place, I guess. I mean, it's fairly good size. Learned that 80% of the fossils and the dinosaurs and everything that you see around here are all cast. You know, they're not real. Only 20% of things inside this museum is real. So when I turn around and you see, you know, and we've got the pictures, when you see of all the dinosaurs and all of the stuff, most of that is not real. But it's still pretty cool, the fact that you can come to South Bend, you can check this out, you can see what is here and the history of it. And the best part is the owner does all of his digging in Montana, which I think is pretty cool, staying in the US. So anyway, we got more to explore, but just to let you know what we found. Also, for those of you that don't believe me when I say there's a real thing called a Potatosaurus, and right there it is, okay, a model of it, a Potatosaurus. Take note. Right there. Come on, zoom in, there we go. A Potatosaurus. I'm done for the day. Of course, once you exit and head out the exit, just like any good theme park or museum or whatever, yeah, you've got the souvenir shop. There's some of the other things that you'll find in the souvenir shop that they have. There are all kinds of books. If you're like us, when we go places out of town or on our adventures, you might say, need a magnet? Got plenty of those. Dinosaur magnets, yeah. Of course, if you're looking for that cup, keychain, mug, a bag, they'll have those here as well. So when you walk out the back of the Indiana Dinosaur Museum, there is an area where you can go and take a look at overlook Notre Dame. They've got Buffalo, a few other things, Continental Divide, and like I said, the Buffalo Preserve. So this is looking inside the museum. You can sit out here, enjoy from the chocolate cafe. If you want to sit out here and have a drink, I say drink like a water or something like that. And they also, looks like over here, it's not open at this point, but they've got cafe to go. Also outside, as was just pointed to me, you can go sledding when there's snow out here. Check that out, huh?
Thank you.
Very cool. Speaking of sledding, there you go. That's what you get to use. Also, here's what we've got. This is the Continental Divide Park Trailhead, and you can hike the Continental Divide, Notre Dame Trail, Leidick Bog Trail, and the Buffalo Overlook. So here we go. And we're walking down the trail. So obviously, at least to start, it's asphalt. Makes it nice.
Also sick and
So walking down the trail, you've got bats out here. And then right above the sign, in this tree, what do I see but a bat house right there. Check that out. I've never seen a bat house. I've seen a bat cave, but not a bat house. As we make our way down the trail, if you want to do the Leidick Bog, right there's the sign for that. And that, my friends, is not paved. Okay? Just to let you know. So let's keep going and see what we find over here. First of all, it is the Continental Divide in South Bend, Indiana. That's where we're at. So, here's some information. The white rock below the sign is a pudding stone. That would be that. So we've walked out of the museum, made our way to an observatory area. This one happens to be the part where they say you can overlook a city at Notre Dame at an overlook area. Well, we're at that area. And Notre Dame, believe it or not, if you can see the gold, there's the dome. Way out there. If you want to see Notre Dame, by any chance, right here. And to top it off, it will cost you. If you've got a debit credit card, they do take cards. Tap and you'll pay for it. Not sure how much, but that's how you get to see Notre Dame. Now, what we are seeing a lot closer happens to be the South Bend International Airport out there. once you leave the area of the overlook for Notre Dame and South Bend International Airport, you come down this trail for the buffalo. And we're not seeing any buffalo, but what I have seen is this. Caution! Still making my way down the trail to see if we see any buffalo. You see the sign there? Well, my two grandsons are over there right now, and that's the area you get to look for the buffalo. So let's see if there's anything over there, shall we? Made it. Made it to the top of the hill. This is where you're supposed to be able to see the buffalo, and when you're on the bypass, or as I said, US 20, 31 bypass, actually 31 bypass, you'll see this sign as you're heading out, or heading in, however you want to look at it. But let's continue our little journey up the hill here, and let's see if we see any buffalo. Oh yeah, we've got some buffalo. Yes, we do, and there they are. Right down there. Okay. Very cool. Well, we made our way into the South Bend Chocolate Cafe. They've got ice cream here. And let's see some of the flavors. We have Bananas Foster, dairy-free chocolate rather, blueberry cobbler, cookies and cream, Blue Moon, Mackinac Island fudge. I recommend that. That's pretty good stuff. Let's see here, Coffee Lover's Dream, and you've got black cherry, and of course, everybody's favorite, chocolate. Also, when you're in here, not only do they have, of course, ice cream, but they've also got, caramel corn. Name it, they'll have it. They've also got pretzels, pumpkin pretzels in this case. They also have pumpkin cookie crunch. Then you come over here, salty dark pretzels. Ooh, I'll bet those are good. Sea salt crunch, that is good. I'll recommend that because we just had a sample of it. Come over here, how about some cake? Like some cheesecake? They offer that as well. Got some white chocolate pretzels over here. Fudge. Got quite a bit of stuff here, gang. Let me tell you, inside the store. Of course, they've got more stores. I think like 2 or 3 more stores around South Bend that you can hit. And if you checked out our vlog for the College Football Hall of Fame, the South Bend Chocolate Company also has a store right next to where the Hall of Fame used to be. So when I come in here, on our way home from South Bend, I will come over here, stop into the store here, and they got the, almond milk chocolate almonds, the all nut bridge mix. Here's what I get. The double dip peanuts. I highly recommend these. They're awesome, you guys. Very awesome. If you're looking for other candy besides chocolate covered peanuts or pretzels, here's some other things. Milk chocolate covered Oreo, white chocolate covered Oreos. Some gummies down there. Oh, there you go. See that? Yeah, pretty cool. Meltaways are over here. As you come over here. Peanut clusters, always my favorite. I will say that. And then the peanut caramel patties. Let me tell you, another recommendation. And then once you're done there, you can sit down and enjoy it. One of the biggest things that the South Bend Chocolate Company sells, especially during the holiday season, is Chocolate Charlies. Chocolate, roasted peanuts, and fluffy marshmallow. Big seller for these guys. Coming up here, want coffee, hot chocolate, cappuccino, latte, you got it. They have it all here, okay? And if you're looking for breakfast, which by the way, they are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, how about a couple of muffins? Tell me those sizes aren't big, huh? Or bagels? Yeah. Then we'll come back here, and for your lunch or dinner, whatever you want, here we go. They've got sandwiches and wraps, also the kids' meals as well. So pretty cool that they offer all that too. Okay. Well, we made our way through the Dinosaur Museum, made my way back into the man cave to, I guess you could say, a quick recap of what my thoughts was about it, and pass on a little bit more information to you as far as the Indiana Dinosaur Museum. Number one, there's 1.9 billion years of history on display. They also have one of America's largest dinosaur collections. 43 dinosaur sculptures, 30 dinosaur skeletons, research library, and a working laboratory. Now, when we were there, the laboratory was not, nobody was there to work at that point, but there is really a working laboratory. The other thing I want to point out is the service, customer service, I guess you might say. Plenty of people all around to answer your questions, to guide you, give you, come over here, check this out. They had somebody walking around with a snake so that the kids can touch and see the snake. They had people that, would come up, is there anything I can answer for you on this or on that? And I was pleasantly surprised of seeing that and having that availability to walk up to a employee and say, what happened here? Or how do you pronounce that? So kudos to the Indiana Dinosaur Museum for having enough staff members to answer all of our questions. Now, before I move on to the South Bend Chocolate Company and tell you a little bit about that, I do have some information in front of me here that I want to pass along to you as far as the hours of the museum and the prices of the tickets. So, hours of the museum. They're open daily, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is Eastern Standard Time. Last entry, 5 p.m. The museum is located at 7102 Lincoln Way, West, South Bend, Indiana, at 46628. Prices of the tickets. All right, they're going to vary because it depends what you want to do. We did the general admission. Adults were $25. Seniors, you got to be 65 or older. It comes down to $22.50. Kids ages 3 to 17, it's $20 per child. 2 and under get in for free. And also a student with ID gets in for $23. For the unlimited pass, Explorer Pass, and that gets you to the Dinosaur Museum, the South Bend Chocolate Company Museum, and full all-day access to the Continental Divide Park. Adults, it's $40. Senior citizens, $35. Youth, ages 3 to 17, $32. 2 and under get in for free. If you just want to do a tour of the South Bend Chocolate Company, well, you have the unlimited pass to the company's museum and full all-day access to the Continental Divide Park. Adults, it's $20. Senior citizens, $17.50. Youth, $15. 2 and under are free. Which one would you take? Well, we got in with the general admission. We got into the museum. We got into the Continental Divide Park, as you saw in the video. The only thing we didn't get to go into was the chocolate Museum. We didn't get to go in and see how they make the chocolate. That's where the Explorer Pass will come in, or the Chocolate Company Pass will come in. However, you get to go into the South Bend Chocolate Store, Company Store, and no charge on that at all. So personally, for me, it was the general admission. I think that was the best deal of all. But if you're into how they make their chocolates and everything, then head on over and grab the Explorer Pass, okay? Also, I didn't mention the fact that the Indiana Dinosaur Museum offers group tours. Your groups have to have a minimum of 20 people. So if you go online to indianadinosaurmuseum.org, you'll find more information on group tours. Very quickly, let's talk about the South Bend Public House, where they are home of the Upside Down Burger. Yeah, they are. They have reinvented the classic American burger, turned that burger, the burger's world, upside down. And from what I hear, it's very good. Now, again, we didn't do it. They have local brews and live music. I mentioned that. They've also offer outdoor dining as well. So you might want to check that out. I did not see hours. Here we go. The hours for the public house, Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Again, Eastern Standard Time. Friday and Saturday, 8 to 10. Sunday, 8 to 7. Again, located at 7102 Lincoln Way West in South Bend, Indiana. Overall, great place to go. Great place to take the kids, especially the kids. I think they will have a blast with that if you take them over there. For the adults, yeah, it was interesting. My only disappointment that I had was the fact that only 20% of the artifacts are real. 80% was not. And they told us that. So it's going to continue to grow, that's for sure. If you're looking for, a day filled of fun and excitement and adventure, that's the place to go. Especially when you're so close to the South Bend International Airport. You can just hop on over, drive over, or get an Uber, and they can drop you off at the front door. So I recommend that you check out the Indiana Dinosaur Museum in South Bend, Indiana. I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed. All right, until next time.